What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Good morning and hope you're all having a great start of this Sunday and welcome to this video in which we'll talk about Cardano and more specifically the ADA coin, the ADA token it's also called, but it should be called a coin, doesn't matter. We'll talk about it and we'll talk about why we have been this bullish. Because Cardano has been massively bullish, has dropped down more than other big cryptos like XRP maybe, like Matic, like Polkadot has Polkadot has maybe actually dropped down more, but you can definitely see that. I mean, we've dropped down 15%, even though there's not necessarily any bearish news around Cardano, right? So I just wanted to talk about that because it seems to be the curse of Cardano, which is a nice made up word, but you could see that we have been bearish for such a long period of time. I mean, I still remember these days. I mean, these days, Cardano was actually still one of the strongest cryptos. We had strong volume, or at least we had good volume, and we actually were at relatively high levels, but we have been dropping. Like, even if you take a look at Ethereum, one of the biggest cryptos, we're still at around those, or we're still higher than the levels we hit in May and June. And what you can see with Cardano is that, yeah, sure, first of all, we were actually still relatively high because we were still at the levels we were, for example, at in May. But then we just, like there's some point right here when we broke through 42 cents and didn't find support at 40 cents where we became more bearish. Now, obviously, we also had some bearish fundamentals then, but then, for example, you had... I mean, we were very bullish here again when we got some more bullish momentum throughout the entire market. And then we started dropping with FTX. And after that, we have just been in a downtrend again, which most cryptos have not been. Ethereum and Bitcoin, for example, they have not been in a downtrend since FTX. They've been relatively consolidated, if not bullish. So what's happening with Cardano, right? I mean, we have to talk about that. And to be frank with you, I don't know. I know one thing, and that is that the volume of Cardano is always and has been for the last month. If you take a look at over the last year, for example, you could see it was very high, and then somewhere in July and somewhere in, especially after FTX, volume just dropped down, but it was already way lower than what it was. So what happens if you have less volume, like relative to other big cryptos like Cardano? Usually like a month, 2 months ago, when I checked it out, it usually had like 2-3% of the market cap. So what happens if you got events that create a big sell-off like we had yesterday because of the not changing monetary policy, like interest rates weren't going down and they also didn't talk about it, and there was fear around the market around the auditing firms and the proof of reserves. What happens with the cryptos that have more volume and less volume? The cryptos that have more volume have more buyers actually buying up the people selling. With Cardano, the volume is lower, so if people sell, the price will drop down more because you have less sellers. So you have sellers more down the way. So maybe that's the reason. It's also, I mean, the Cardano blockchain, not a lot has been coming out about it. I'm actually not sure how big the blockchain is. It's like a top 10 crypto, even though the chain, if you, for example, take a look at DeFi Llama, the chain itself is not very high. I mean, oh, that's not where we should look. Excuse me. But yeah, it seems like the ecosystem is not that big either. So it's just here, Cardano, 30th, and it's a top 10. It's a top 10 crypto. So maybe it's just also the fair value dropping down and us getting towards that fair value. But if we then take a look at the technicals, excuse me, I was rambling a lot or talking a lot about the fundamentals of Cardano. Right now, we do look a little bit more bullish. It does look like leading up to today or leading up to tomorrow, we will be more bullish. We'll get up to like that 28 and 28.5 cents level. We will not get above that, but what will happen is that on the night from Sunday to Monday, we always get a big move. Personally, I don't think that Cardano is going to be able to break through 30 cents, but what would be the best case scenario is if we break above 28.5 cents, get up to 30, after which we would start some sort of a consolidation and wait until Bitcoin and Ethereum move again. I think it's a little bit more likely for Cardano though, in the same spirit as the trends in the market structure, that we will get up to 28 and 28.5 cents, but that from there we will start dropping back down towards 26 cents, and it will stay in some sort of a consolidation between ultimately, let's say, 25 cents and 28.5 cents. And then it's waiting for Bitcoin to do something, because Cardano has, in at least the cataclysmic moments, has been correlated with Bitcoin. So obviously not a market structure, but when Bitcoin gets a big bullish move, Cardano will as well. When Bitcoin gets a big bearish move, Cardano will as well. So it's waiting for that, and then we will either drop down to our next support level between 23 and 24 cents, or get a bullish breakout and get some more uptrends in the price. But yeah, that's my full coverage on Cardano for today. If you do have any questions, as always, let me know. But for now, take care and bye.